All right, you guys, welcome in. This is a twin flame reading for this week or for mid August 2023. In the extended, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to give you some individual guidance, both on yourself and on the person you're thinking about right now. So get a pencil and paper ready to write down the messages for each your and their sun, moon, rising, and Venus so you can get kind of a personalized message that you can make out of those four messages. Okay, so lots going on in the extended. Tomorrow, on Tuesday on Lionsgate, I will be doing a very, very special workshop with my friend Jen Huber, who's a shaman. We will be working on clearing any kind of blocks to any intentions you might want to anchor and set in Lionsgate, which is a very powerful energy of manifestation. So that includes twin flame manifestation. Okay. So I'll be giving you some tools about anchoring those manifestations and some tools of how to keep it going. All right. So you can continue on once you leave Lionsgate Height, which is tomorrow. We're doing that workshop on Tuesday, 8/8. There's a link in the description box. So let's get going on the twin flame journey for mid-August. What's happening for the collective? Narrow pathway. Yeah, these cards are a little bit screwed up today, but so says you. The universe is like, ha, ha, ha. All right, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Finding sanctuary. Yeah, so some of you are on the move. I feel like twin flame energy is moving right now in terms of some of you could be moving from where you are. Some of you could have a twin flame moving to you. So if you're in separation at a far distance from your twin, there's something about that. Okay. It's like finding the home, finding the place of integration of the twin flame connection. I'm going to have some announcements. I'm going to make some astrological, offerings later this month to help you understand your twin flame connection even better, especially the geolocation of it and where you might be, where union can take place for a prolonged period of time, not just like a moment here, a moment there. They bounce against me and then they leave, right? I really want to understand how, and this is really relevant to that. I really want to understand how the twin flame journey works in terms of where you are. If it's about finding your home, if you're feeling like you're in a place that is your old self, right? There's a place for your new self. So we'll talk more about that later on in August. I'll share some more information that I'm working on in terms of astrology to help you understand that. Okay. So that's a big deal. Some of you really are leaving behind an old life. Okay, this could be either divine feminine or divine masculine. You know, you have both in you, right? And divine feminine and divine masculine. And there is something here about just don't do anything too suddenly. Okay, I just want to say that to you. I feel like a lot of you do need to take care and get yourself grounded, get yourself in a spiritually connected place. Some of you may be untethered from your spiritual guidance. You may not be understanding what's going on. You may not feel like you're not hearing anything. The guides are constantly talking to you. So if you feel like you're not hearing anything, it can be because you're not grounded and you're also not in your body enough. Your intuition is in your body. Okay. So I know we talk about the higher senses and the higher chakras. We talk about all the different elements of spirituality and how we're kind of unlimited spirits. But the reason for the body is that the intuition flows through it. Body keeps the score, right? You know that book? So there's something going on that you might be too much up in your head. Okay. Too much up in your head. Hearing the stories that are going on in your head is not the same thing as hearing intuition. That's what we're working on in our heart healing group on Wednesdays. Hearing, just because you're hearing the monologue playing over and over again in your head, that's not the same thing as intuition. All right, that's your own voices, that's your own stories, that's your own stuff. Intuition is distinctly different. So let's look at divine feminine. Let's look at divine feminine here. I'll clarify a little bit more about that too. All right, before I go to divine feminine, let's just do that. So let's talk about that because I do feel like there's something intuitively trying to come through the message right now is get in touch with your intuition. Okay, we got a message for you. Get in touch with your intuition. Yep, okay. Page of Cups. See, like you're in two different places here, not grounded. Page of Cups, a message of love. Six of Cups from the past. Knight of Wands coming towards you fast, my darling. Look at that. Chariot. Wow. Okay, coming towards you fast. I feel like some of you are not, I've been seeing this message a lot. Some of you are not prepared necessarily for the twin flame journey to come together in union or whatever. And you might be like, what are you talking about? I'm totally prepared for that. I don't think you are. I think you're not seeing this coming. This could be divine feminine or divine masculine. This has to do with the moon, has to do with your heart. It's Cancerian energy. So wherever you have Cancer in your birth chart is going to be activated. I think mine's in the 9th house of philosophy. So that's going to be really activated for me. Where do you have Cancer in your birth chart? That's what's going to be activated by this next phase of twin flame connection. All right. So for example, 9th house is about my beliefs, that I plug into a series of beliefs or a set of beliefs that already exists. But twin flame is here. I'm here on this planet to be a messenger. So plugging into a set of beliefs that has already existed is not really the job of a messenger. The job of a messenger is to, hey, lady, like wake up. That's the job of a messenger, is to bring us forward into the new era. And I feel like that twin flame mission or purpose is about that 9th house, about connecting with that philosophy that we have, or even, disrupting the existing philosophy around twin flame. That's one of the messages I received many years ago when I first started this channel was, hey, twin flame really evolves and changes over time. So stuff that you're watching from like 5 years ago about like twin flame signs and everything, it's updated, it's changing, it's ever evolving. So that will be one of my reasons for being on this planet, is to help deliver those messages of what is it coming into, or what is coming into being for divine feminine, for divine masculine. 6 of Swords underneath, the Chariot again. Woohoo, Chariot again. This is like on the move. Some of you divine feminines are on the move or thinking about it. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Yes, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, taking care of yourself. I love it. The 9 of Pentacles and Justice. Wow. So let's see, Page of Swords and the Magician. So this is a slightly different story here. This is about getting balanced. And then the next thing that comes in is a message of manifestation. So I'm not going to throw that out because I feel like that's also a new kind of message. That's Libra and Gemini is the messenger. So that's coming. What needs to happen here, and I'll do the reading. This is what you don't see coming. What's underneath is what you don't see coming. Okay. And we'll do it for masculine too. I feel like you're on the move here. And I feel like some of you are going to feel called to move to a different location. Some of you might feel called to go to a place that feels like home, and where you were born may or may not be it. Like, it's not like going back necessarily. It could be a past life location, someplace where you ever travel to somewhere and you're like, wow, this feels super familiar to me. That's what I'm talking about. So whoever's getting that message right now. All right, let's see what the Knight of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Look at all the Queen energy here. Divine Feminine. Judgment, 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like the feminine is working on things, doing things for themselves in a very productive and powerful way. Feminine, a lot of this is about you getting grounded in your own self-esteem. Also, feminines, I feel like, could be really hitting it big in terms of money. Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Coins, the Queen of Coins, the 9 of Coins, which is Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. All right. And it's something about activating one's heart and one's passion. That's going to move you forward really quickly. And That's what's being asked of you too. I feel like the feminine, if you're paying a lot of attention to what is the masculine doing, I feel like what's being asked of you is to understand that you have an integrated masculine and sort of see that as when I'm healing myself and healing the integration of my divine feminine, divine masculine internally, that is when union happens. And ironically enough, you'll get to the point where you're not really thinking about where are they, why aren't they leaving their karmic, all that kind of stuff. I doubt that you'll really feel that way when you really integrate your masculine feminine, which is something I've been saying for a long time. But this feels like you're on the move. Divine feminine is on the move here. I feel like there's going to be some kind of dust up, some kind of situation that in wherever you're living or whatever you're doing with your life right now, that you may sooner or later just put a pin in this reading, because I feel like we're jumping timelines with a lot of people here. I feel like some of you are like, yeah, that happened to me 2 years ago. This is something that's going to happen to you next year. That there's going to be a feeling of like, I got to get out of here. Like, this isn't working for me anymore. Whatever I'm doing right now is not working for me anymore. But it's not about like not being who you are. It is about being who you are. It's just being who you are. Maybe you may be in a situation that's too small for you. When you really expand, when you get into your divine feminine vibe, okay? I've been getting a lot of divine feminine energy recently. When you really shine like the sun, you're going to kind of melt the faces of people around you a little bit. 3 queens here. The queen that's missing is the Queen of Swords. So I also get a lot of messages from some of you who are like, I know I'm supposed to be, in my spiritual path. I know I'm supposed to be aligning with my mission and purpose, but what is it? And I'm here to tell you that it comes in super quietly. So astrology can help you, tarot can help you. That's why I love these modalities, because I feel like, for me, I'm a messenger, right? I'm a messenger of what people need to know. That's really what I'm doing here. And however it comes through, whether it's astrology or tarot or, you name it, numerology, it's still the same. Doesn't matter. Because the message is coming through here. The message is here. And it's an inner knowing. So you're showing up, divine feminine, as this Knight of Wands, really wanting to move forward, really focused on the next step. The 3 of Pentacles is about you building something with another person. There's 3 women here, 3 divine feminines here. So you may have a partnership with 2 other people. You may be in a relationship and then have a business partner, right? Like, it's not necessarily, when we say third party, I don't feel there's such a, like I said about twin flame kind of lore. There's something about about third party that's going to take on a new definition. And it's not about like cheating or low vibe or anything like that. It's really about how do we activate together. We require other people to sort of sew. It's like I'm getting this image of a quilt. Okay, there's something like that. And you have something to offer in a big way. I feel like there is something here with this Judgment and 5 of Wands. I can believe that you might have somebody in your life who's not super psyched about you moving or going where you want to go. Judgment and 5 of Wands. There's the Queen of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're dealing with somebody who doesn't see why you're doing what you're doing. I feel like this could be a family member. This could be about making an investment in a long term and this person just doesn't get it or something like that. I feel like you see the distance, divine feminine, and the future is bright. Like, other people may not get it. I don't really think you care. Okay. So let's see about the divine masculine now. And keep in mind, this is all integrating in you as well. Divine feminine and divine masculine can all be integrating in you, or it can be a separate person. So let's see about the divine masculine. Please show me what's going on with divine masculine energy, and we'll see how it integrates with this story. All right, so divine masculine, Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups, look at that. High Priestess, Sun as the fourth card, both times. Sun, Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So I feel like the divine masculine is like more practical or trying to be more practical about things. I like the Eight of Pentacles symmetry here. I like the, there's a Five of Wands and a Seven of Wands. There's a lot of resistance from people around you. Okay. The divine masculine is saying, I'm really just trying to do my thing. Like, why do I have to move off of where I am? Why can't I just stay where I am? And the answer is the divine feminine, because they're kind of like, if divine feminine, you're feeling pulled to go somewhere international or leave a situation that you're in, you're changing a lot here. I feel like the feminine's changing a lot here. The masculine feels pulled by that. So this is kind of proof of what we're talking about when we say that just focus on your own healing. If you want to impact this connection, don't just sit around and look and see, well, what are they doing? What You are the one with the power. You are the one with choice. You are the one that is able to make decisions and do stuff and all this kind of stuff. Don't just expect another person to take an action. Divine feminine is taking action to see the future and to go toward the future. I feel like the divine feminine might not see the whole thing, but good enough. All right. Empress, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Two of Pentacles. All right, I need a drink. So divine masculine, this is a waiting energy. Divine masculine sees their divine feminine healing and doing the work of that. It's bringing in a lot of new ideas, a lot of excitement for the masculine, but they feel a little bit rushed. Okay. I just feel like the masculine is behind the feminine on this one, and they are not to the place where the feminine is. And this usually is true in terms of healing or whatever. But they are getting excited. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I just feel like they're kind of like, hold on there, Missy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm ready. I'm not sure I'm ready. I'm just getting this energy. I'm not sure I'm ready. Okay. From the masculine. The Page of Swords has come up a couple times here. Four of Cups, Wheel of Fortune again, Death, Devil, holy cow, and Five of Cups. Okay, so there is, and the Five of Wands, look at that. I just can't help myself, Three of Wands. Okay, so the masculine is definitely behind the feminine in terms of making this big shift. Feminine is going towards Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune, like both gets Wheel of Fortune. Both are like, okay, but the masculine here is dealing with the Five of Swords. We've got Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. I feel like the masculine has a partner or has a situation they feel like they can't change. Whether they're right about that is almost immaterial. If you have a divine feminine and masculine within you, there's this pull to change and grow and everything like that. And then there's the practical side, which is very, what we think about all the time as very super duper practical. And, I can't make changes that fast. Like, you're making changes too fast, or the feminine might be thinking about that. I feel like the masculine, the thing that shifts the game here for the masculine, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, a bat and a ball. It's like, I'm feeling the healing happening. I'm feeling this excitement. I'm feeling it all. And there's a sense of like, I just don't want to have someone else tell me what to do. There's a little bit of that. Okay. But there is some truth to it. The masculine is a little too heavy in terms of their tradition. Okay. The Devil energy. We are Pluto retrograde in Capricorn right now. It's going back into direct in October, won't be into Aquarius until January, and then it's going to wobble a little bit more next year. But I feel like right now we are sitting in this heavy 29 degrees retrograde, might be 28 degrees, 29, 28 degrees in Capricorn, and that is about the rules. This is what you do, and this is what you don't do. Okay. And that's what we're dealing with here. This Judgment card and the Five of Wands, there's a sense of like, I want to break out of these rules, or I want to break away from a situation that has me stuck. So, you know what? I'm going to play the game. I'm going to amass money, or I'm going to get very successful. I'm going to have business partnerships. I'm going to have assets. I'm going to play my game. And that's the feminine and masculine thing, right? The feminine is like getting dragged into this, and it's been balanced for a long time because the feminine hasn't had any power. The feminine's now had power now for a little while, maybe I'm going to say 100 years. It's still, you know, it's this is a global assessment, but the feminine is on the rise, and the feminine has finally decided to play the game in order to change the rules from the inside, change the rules from the leadership position, change those rules. And the masculine is still resisting this. I feel like the masculine is coming into their own feminine, the Empress and the High Priestess here, the Temperance card. Like this is a sort of a transmuting energy, or kind of like a little of this, a little of that, right? Like, okay, there's feminine is taking on a little bit of masculine in order to get what they want. The masculine is kind of like not sure that this is going to work for, you got to know how this is going to play out. Okay. And the masculine's like, I'm not sure, I'm resisting. So there's still resistance in terms of masculine here. Let me look at the connection. This is for the collective. I just saw the Emperor card. This is for the collective. Like I said, in the extended, I'll pull cards for each individual zodiac, and we'll get some advice for you, okay? So, all right, thank you. Page of Pentacles underneath. I think there's the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles again, and the Taurus energy of tradition, right? There's definitely a sense of tradition here that needs, like, what traditions need to be observed and what need to be changed. How can we, and this on a personal level, like maybe the feminine wants something a little non-traditional. Maybe the masculine's like, no, it's got to be a certain way in order for it to be real for me. And the connection, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Remember I said something about a different way, that third party doesn't really mean what it means. Wow. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, death, change. Five of Swords, King of Cups, Three of Cups, Lovers. There's Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Star. So the feminine is healing. I feel like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a timing card. Let me look at the timing. And this is Judgment, and this is Five of Swords. So this is happening quickly for the masculine, at least. I am getting 5 weeks. I'm also getting on the next holiday, so Labor Day, between Labor Day and next June. So Scorpio time period, very important. Scorpio Sag time. And then next year into the Lovers. When you forgive, in time for Aquarius season, by the next holiday, that was that Three of Cups there in June. So there's that. Okay. So there's something big happening about forgiveness. That's a kind of a mile marker for the connection. Something needs to be forgiven. That's number one. I'm not sure if it's coming, which side it's coming from. I almost feel like the feminine might need to forgive the masculine for something, Five of Swords, for kind of trying to do what they want to do or resisting. The feminine might need to apologize to the masculine for something, for, no, I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think the feminine has really taken on the role of their own provider and master and what's going to make me happy. And I'm going to look at that. And I just feel like the masculine feels a little bit like, well, what do you need me for? Okay, so there's something like that. Um, Labor Day, Scorpio time period, and time for Aquarius season, and then next June. By next June, this is going to sort of pull together, right? It's going to sort of bring us back to this place of healing and a new beginning. I just feel like right now the roles are kind of pulling at each other. So if this is your if this is your twin flame journey, the masculine right now is kind of deciding what to do. The Two of Pentacles and the Temperance card, I feel like they can't be rushed. I feel like they're working on healing. They feel you healing. They feel divine feminine working on things themselves. They see the divine feminine as getting more successful. And there's a sort of a like, how can we heal this kind of rift that we've had between the feminine and what their role is and the masculine and what their role is. And the more we understand the journey forward and what we're here to do as a collective, I feel like if we more of us understand that this is going on inside of us, traditional versus new wave, masculine, ground yourself in the way we've always done it, the old rules, everything like that, versus the feminine, which is about innovation, right? That's very Aquarian energy. It is. It's very Aquarius. And the masculine is much more Capricorn. So we're definitely doing that Pluto dance. And Pluto is the destroyer. Pluto is about, you just tell me what you want me to destroy. Astrology is for us to use. It's not about, oh, it's a death sentence, right? Oh, Pluto in retrograde, Pluto return of America. Oh my God. No, how are we choosing to use the energy? So everybody watching this, you have your own choices to make. You have your own ability to do the healing work, or it's not to say, what I'm seeing here is that the masculine is more resistant to the new way of doing things. But I do feel like they're showing up as the Empress. So I feel like they embody their own divine feminine, or are doing that work of embodying their own divine feminine, which is coming through this High Priestess card as well, and Archangel Michael here. So let me give one thing here to clarify the Five of Swords, because that has made me, yeesh. Okay, clarify the Five of Swords for me. Nine of Pentacles, Hermit, Page of Cups. Okay. The masculine might need to apologize for in the big picture of things. The masculine is going to see the feminine as being much more valuable in this new state. Okay? Much more valuable as humanity evolves and changes. There's going to be a time when the masculine kind of, apologizes is kind of a strong word, but sees the feminine as this goddess again. And it's almost like a moving back into Egypt when Cleopatra ruled way before Jesus landed on this planet. There was a time when women were ruling, and that was considered an amazing thing, right? And really the queens have been very powerful as well in historical, in reference to things. And the nature of having a masculine and feminine integrated is such a benefit for countries and for political systems, having the masculine and feminine both represented. So I almost feel like the masculine is finally understanding and not being terrified by the power of the feminine. The power of the feminine to create life. The power of the feminine to be a nurturing source and feeling like home, right? You can see how creating a home is something that's super valuable. Creating a place of anchor from the storm, creating a place of nurturance, and then being strong and powerful in the world in a financial way. I feel like the feminine is really rising in that financial way too. And so the masculine is coming to terms with this. And I feel like that's what we're healing into, something that's more integrated in an individual relationship. I feel like there's transformation coming. 1, 2, 3. When you forgive, there's forgiveness here in time for, by the next holiday, Labor Day, next June, over the course of this next year into next June, we are going to have this sense of balance and healed the twin flame connection, real healing of it. So it's not so much of like a push me, pull you thing within couples. It's going to now become a unified source so that we can all benefit from the twin flame energy, because we need it to help heal the planet, to help move us forward. We need this healing. So I see the healing coming here. I do. I see it coming here. So I will continue on with this reading. If this is your reading, kind of a big picture reading, but if you're seeing yourself here, I'm going to pull some cards for each zodiac sign in the extended to give you some personalized information. Okay. Link is below if you want to continue on. Let's keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.